Hi everyone, if you're looking to renew one of your PMI certifications like your PMP or your ACP this year and you're looking to get PDUs fast because you need the PDUs to renew your certifications, then this video is going to show you how to get those PDUs really quickly, and chances are you've already got some that you haven't used yet that you don't even know about. So this is just going to be so simple. Let's get into this. It's way easier than you think. So let's get some of these PDUs. First of all, PDU, if you don't know, stands for Professional Development Unit. And we need, for our PMP, we need 60 of these every 3 years, and then we can renew our PMP. And the reason is it just keeps us sharp. So it keeps us in with all of the current information, knowledge, and education about project management, about people skills, about developing businesses. It's just a really good way to make sure that PMPs are keeping current with all of this information. So I think it's pretty cool. With your 60 PDUs for your PMP, you need 35 PDUs in education and 25 in giving back. You can actually have 60 in education if you want to, but these giving back ones are so easy to get, so you might as well use them. Now, 60 PDUs, what does that actually mean? Well, one PDU, this is a great cheat sheet here, one PDU is basically 1 hour. So if you've done 35 hours of education, then that's going to be your 35 PDUs. And it could also be instruction, learning, creating content, or even just working at your job, as you'll see. Now, the PDU does need to match the relevant content, so it has to be relevant to project management. And we can check that nice and easily because when we're inputting these PDUs in PMI, it has to match either a way of working, which is project management way of working, power skills, which is leadership, soft skills, negotiation, conflict management, all of those things. So meetings, facilitation, that's our power skills. So if we're learning about that, then that covers it. Or business acumen. So how do we measure and deliver value, product development, all of those sorts of things when we're delivering value. If we're learning about that, then that covers business acumen. And we'll need education from all three parts. But again, it sounds more complicated than it is. I'll show you how simple it is in the next few slides. And it's really quite easy. So your PDU, if it covers topics relevant to other certifications, then you can use it for those certifications as well. So if you've got it for your PMP, but it's ways of working, let's say you've done 10 hours in ways of working, then that actually can cover you for your ACP as well. You don't need to do it again. It's you can double up and you can use it for both. So that is really cool, and that way we're not overdoing it. So that's a basic rundown. Now, 35 in education, 35 in giving back. What does that look like? We've got at least 8 in project management process, at least 8 in people skills, at least 8 in business skills, and then 11 across any of these. And that will give us 35 in total. And in 25 giving back, it's just, we could have things like volunteering, creating knowledge ourselves, like blogs or videos, or just working in our job as a professional project manager or delivering value. And you've got 8 ones there. That's basically 8 PDUs for free. So that's pretty cool. Now let's break these down a little bit more and show you how easy each of these actually is. Let's start with giving back because that's the easiest. Again, we're working in our job, 8 PDUs. All we need is proof of employment and our job description. And that can count as 8 PDUs just for working as a practitioner. Very easy. We could also create content if we're doing things like authoring books, blogs, or articles, or even creating webinars or presentations. Then 1 hour of creating content equals 1 PDU. And we just need the copies of those materials or course agendas. So if you're creating courses, you can count that towards your PDUs. But it doesn't have to be that complex if you don't want it to be. You could simply be giving a presentation in your own organization. Now that's pretty cool. 1 hour of presenting equals 1 PDU. So if you give a presentation to your team or even to your PMI chapter, then you just need the copies of that presentation that you're delivering and 1 hour equals 1 PDU. So if you've done that already, there are some free PDUs for you to put in. You can also do things like sharing knowledge through teaching or mentoring others. Are you mentoring anyone in your team at the moment? If you are, 1 hour of mentoring or teaching in your team or organization equals 1 PDU. And you just need the evidence supporting your coaching or mentoring agreement. For example, the notes of that agreement and the dates that they happened. So it's pretty simple to prove that one. And lastly, working as a practitioner, giving back, we could volunteer. So we could volunteer our PM skills. I know my PMI local chapter does some volunteering options every year. So you could become a part of that. And 1 hour of volunteering equals 1 PDU. But there are some really easy options here. And so that can get us to our 25 giving back PDUs very, very easily. But that's not all. We've still got our 35 at least in education, and it can be 35 or more. It's up to you. So as we said, we've got those 3 different areas. Let's see, how do we get this nice and easily? First of all, we can take a course or training. Now, if you've done a course or training through your organization already, it could count towards PDUs because 1 hour of learning equals 1 PDU. You just need your certificate of completion or the letter of attendance. And you just need to match it up with those skills. Remember, is it project management knowledge? Is it business product knowledge? Or is it people skills? So match it up to those, and that can be your PDUs. Now, a quick note here, you can't use a degree because a degree is just too big, but you can use the courses or units within those degrees. So if you're doing a degree and there's 8 units, then each of those units is going to count towards course or training, and 1 hour equals 1 PDU. So that is absolutely fantastic. Very, very easy. Another way is on Udemy. Very, very simple. You could get a course for usually under $50. It's so cheap. Most people are earning more than $50 an hour, especially if they're project managers. And to get that, and get everything you need in a course or training on Udemy is a wonderful way to do it. Very, very simple, and you can do it in your own time. I have courses on Udemy, of course, as well, but other people do. Pick the one that is right for you. You can also do organization meetings. So if you've got a PMI chapter event, or any meeting that includes an educational component. Again, if you've got meetings in your organization, then you're learning and it's teaching, you could get 1 or 2 PDUs just from that. And you just need the registration form or the documentation confirming participation of this organization meeting that includes a bit of education. Now, there are 3 more, and these are even more simple. So you could just use online or digital media, educational webinars or videos. Again, on Udemy is a wonderful way to do it, or on projectmanagement.com is also another really easy way to do it, and I'll show you this in a second, just how easy this one is. 1 hour of learning equals 1 PDU, and you just need the evidence of learning, including the notes and dates of activities. If you do it on projectmanagement.com, it actually logs it automatically for you. So that's really, really cool. You could do self-directed reading if you're reading the PMBOK or if you're reading the new guide from PMI. Then 1 hour of learning equals 1 PDU. How easy is that? You just need evidence of the learning. Include your notes. So take some notes as you're reading this book and the dates of those activities that you're reading. So that is such a great way, very easy, that you've probably already done within the 3-year period. So that's good. Lastly, informal learning. Are you doing lunch and learns at your company, mentoring with other people, or structured discussions on project management? 1 hour of these equals 1 PDU, and you just need that evidence again, including the notes and dates of the activities. So these ones are really quite easy, and you've probably already done them. You just need to gather that evidence, including the notes and dates of activities, and you've probably got 35 PDUs right there already. Here's my course, of course, on Udemy, currently really highly rated, and people are loving this course. Very, very cheap to buy, incredibly cheap for the value that comes with it. Many hours, many thousands of hours went into these courses, but do check them out. You can use those to get PDUs. Here is a PMI chapter event with your local chapter. Mine has a calendar and every 3 or 4 activities every month that can count towards your PDUs. This is a Toastmasters event. Really, really good way to do it. So that's almost free PDUs if you're already part of your PMI chapter. And lastly, if we go to PMI, this is on projectmanagement.com, and this is so cool. You just go to PDUs and earn PDUs. Now, when you do that, it's going to give you the option for online or digital media and go to projectmanagement.com. This is what I was telling you about just before. On projectmanagement.com, it's going to log you in automatically if you're logged in to PMI because they're affiliated with each other. They're different websites, but they're part of the same thing. Now, if we go to webinars and on-demand webinars or even earning PDUs, it's going to take us and tell us which webinars we should watch to get the PDUs that we need. So it's all automatically done. Here's one that I watched. I thought this was absolutely fantastic. Managing uncertainty in mega projects. So why mega projects fail and the reasons behind it. This one was really interesting. As you can see, it's 1 hour long and it counts for, surprise, surprise, 1 PDU. 1 PDU equals 1 hour. Now, the best thing about this is once you finish this video, it automatically logs the PDU on PMI for you. So you'll get an email within a couple of days and it says, hey, your PDU claim has been approved. It says wait 10 business days just in case, but I got mine in a couple of business days. So it was quite quick. And I thought that was really, really good. And then you can go back to PMI, check that they have been applied. In fact, if we go to claim history down here, you can quickly see that those projectmanagement.com webinars have been applied and it does it all automatically. I think that's the best thing. So many, many different ways to do it. Some that you've probably already done. It's so easy to get PDUs. Go out there and get them. Use the ones that you've already got and you can quickly and easily renew your PMP or ACP or CAPM or any other PMI qualification. Thanks so much for watching. Check out my Udemy course, check out my templates, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.